Hello everyone. Human history, thousands of years old, is full of mysteries. So much so that many truths have disappeared over time and have become secrets known by no one. However, as you know, sooner or later all secrets come to light. In today's video, we will take a look at some archaeological discoveries full of secrets. Let's start. Mystery of the Star Gate in Sri Lanka. Researchers recently discovered a carving in the city of Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka that contains some kind of table or vague depictions. After the discovery, some people claimed that this stone was a star gate used for traveling in the universe. Anuradhapura is located in the region known as Rajaratha, the land of kings, and this is a kingdom established in 377 BC. Moreover, the city is known as the heart of Sri Lanka, and for this reason, the region is visited by a large number of tourists each year. Some people claim that there is a map in the 40-acre park of Brahma Suyanaya, which can help unravel many secrets of the universe. Brahma Suyanaya, a heritage site, is a park with 3 Buddhist temples. According to Professor Rasimadeva, an archaeology professor at Kenani University, Brahma has been used for a long time in history. It is thought that the second major development phase of the region, which was built in much older times, could have been in the 7th century AD. A few new buildings were added to the previous layout of Confexon during this period. The table may belong to this period. However, we don't know anything else about the function or itself of the depiction because Buddhist monks have been carefully preserving historical records here for years. Therefore, everything related to the structure was left to speculation. The table basically consists of 7 circles with parallel horizontal and vertical lines running through them. In addition, there are creatures such as kites or umbrellas, sea names, and turtles among the depictions. Sankakata Pahana, created in the same period, includes various Buddhist symbols such as swans, lotus flowers, and ivy. Unlike Sankakata Paha, this table lacks any real context. On the other hand, ivy and lotus flowers are extremely common in religious art, so it's easy to classify Sankakate as a religious depiction. This mysterious table is a complete enigma. So much so that many communities have started debates about what it represents. However, as we mentioned earlier, due to the ambiguity of the depictions, no real conclusion could be reached. An English officer named A.C.P. Bell arrived in Sri Lanka as an archaeological commissioner in 1911. Bell stated in his reports that the artifact could be an ancient map of the world, perhaps even the oldest one that exists. This sparked increased interest in the object. Even today, various maps exist in Buddhist monasteries in Sri Lanka. These maps don't resemble modern ones, but they seem to represent cosmological concepts according to Buddhist beliefs. In the past, only academics knew about the existence of this artifact, but with the proliferation of social media, many people became aware of these descriptions, and they continue to discuss their theories every day. Conspiracy theorists suggest that the map could be a star gate and its purpose might be to unlock portals. Professor Rash Samadeva, however, states archaeologically there is very little to suggest that it is a portal. Despite the support of the portal theory, Samadeva suggests that the map is merely a cosmological map of the early world and there is nothing extraterrestrial about it. According to Samadeva, Sri Lankans have been aware of objects in the sky and space since approximately 250 BC. There are also a series of names referring to certain stars and astronomical concepts in ancient Brahmi inscriptions found in Sri Lanka. The purpose and dating of this artifact are incredibly difficult, and some academics believe the map was created for religious, not cosmological, reasons. Samadeva believes that accurate dating of the structure could reveal its purpose because if we do not place the depiction in a timeline, we cannot use data about the conditions of the time and people's cultures. The mysterious Kot Shebib. In 1948, British diplomat Alec Kirkbride discovered an astonishing 150-kilometer-long ancient wall in southern Jordan. Known as the Walls of Kot Shebib, this region has been analyzed by various researchers, scientists, and archaeologists for a long time, but the mystery of the construction of the walls continues to this day. Some scientists claim that Kot Shebib was built in the Iron Age, while others claim that the structure dates back to the Nabatean period. On the other hand, scholars believe that the wall was used by the Bedouins, who led a semi-nomadic lifestyle, and their lives largely depended on farming livestock in the deserts of Jordan. Therefore, the wall was likely used as a boundary, not for military or strategic reasons. More recently, experts have started to take a closer look. We know very little about the origins of these walls. Most of Khat Shebib runs through the Jordanian desert. However, records indicate that these walls once extended to the vicinity of Wadi al-Hassa and passed through many different cities and towns. The region also includes Wadi Rum and Petra, so Khat Shebib is not the only valuable archaeological site in the area. Therefore, the region is seen as a great tourism center. The name of the wall comes from the Arab Prince Amr, who ruled the Ammonite Emirate. In Arabic, Khat means line. Therefore, we can translate Khat Shebib as the Wall of Shebib. Researchers have made various attempts to date this wall. In one study, analyses were planned to chronologically date the rocks of the wall, and the results obtained from the examination of the sample suggested that the walls could have been built between 400 and 100 BC. The structure was built during the Iron Age, which lasted from 539 BC to 332 BC. Despite these findings, some scientists continue to claim that Khat Shebib could have been built earlier. In addition to the rock analysis, archaeologists needed to find some artifacts for a more accurate dating. As such, some pottery shards were found near the wall. However, not as many artifacts were found as the experts had hoped, and this was not sufficient for analysis and dating. Furthermore, the dates of the discovered artifacts also matched the Iron Age. As a result, it is thought that the construction of this wall was carried out in several different periods, but no one is sure exactly how long it lasted. The first example is that the inclines are quite narrow, but the floors of the rooms are square and well built. On the other hand, it's true that we know very little about the Etruscans. Apart from ancient records from 900 BC in central Italy, there is little evidence about these people. What we do know is that the Etruscans were highly creative. So much so, they were involved in complex metalworks, cave writings, and other forms of art until they were destroyed by the Roman Empire. In contrast, the Romans destroyed or hid many features of the Etruscan culture, even replacing it with their own. So, researching the Etruscans is truly very difficult. The region where this discovery was made is known by the name La Cavita, meaning holes. However, the La Cavita excavations reached a maximum of 12 meters because it was discovered that a large part of the area had been filled in the past for unknown reasons. Therefore, it was not possible to go deeper. Professor George said the following about the discovery: "We know that the region was sealed around the end of the 5th century BC. It seems like there was a significant event here. The over 150 Etruscan writings we rescued from the region are of great importance. In addition, we can say that the decorative structure is architecturally quite advanced. According to our research, there may be 5 more pyramids hidden beneath Oviedo. The locals believe that many gods live in the sky. Considering this belief, we can understand the purpose of the Abuna Yemada Guh in East Tigray, Ethiopia. The nickname of the structure is the Church in the Sky, and although the church is not that high, you definitely need to be a climber to get to the region. In fact, you have to climb a very dangerous cliff to go up, and if you make a wrong move, you can fall from a height of 200 meters. Only a few priests travel to this church a few times a week, risking their lives with a 45-minute climb each time. Even so, these people pass by an open-air cemetery filled with the skeletal remains of old priests during the journey. Yet it is said that none of the current priests have fallen from the cliff. The church was carved into sandstone by a priest named Father Yamada in the 5th century. However, no one knows why the church was built. Some people say the priest built it while fleeing persecution. Others claim that Yamada climbed to the peak of the cliff to seek the true God. On the other hand, for centuries, the interior of Father Yamada's church has been adorned with striking painted depictions of Jesus' apostles, and there is even an old Orthodox Bible made of goat skin. These existing structures might have been used for a different purpose. If so, could there be a race that reached high technology and somehow disappeared from history without leaving any trace? What do you think? We know that the ancient Egyptians did not have the tools to record history as we do today. Therefore, much of the information about their cultures and daily lives has been lost over time. However, it appears that the Egyptians wanted to do everything they could to ensure that their history lived as long as possible. For this, they developed a complex writing system using images of common objects, including birds and other animals. Today, this writing style is called hieroglyphics. In fact, we have come a long way in deciphering hieroglyphics and have uncovered many stories conveyed by the depictions. However, one of the most interesting stories related to hieroglyphics could be the depiction of an old and largely unsolved light bulb. The problem is that it's not feasible that the Egyptians invented a primitive version of the modern bulb. However, it seems that the images and carvings we have been able to access depict it with perfect details. This has led to some theories that aliens visited the ancient Egyptians and gave them modern technological tools. These theories have been further reinforced with other drawings and historical documents mentioning gods and goddesses who could have once mingled with humanity. As far as we can say, there is no definite proof of these theories and most of the stories are hearsay. Yet, we can't be too sure. The reason for this is that according to researchers, there are no signs of soot on the walls or ceiling of the temple where these carvings are found. This suggests that torches were not used, or were used sparingly, in the area. So, if they didn't have access to an alternative form of light, i.e., a light bulb, how did the visitors see the rooms around them? For now, we don't know exactly what the drawings mean. After all, the drawings could be depicting a common object from ancient Egyptian times. And this historical object may have been lost for a long time, or maybe this depiction is just something else that looks like a light bulb. We hope to learn more about these drawings over time. However, at the moment, we can't say for sure whether the ancient Egyptians had access to an old version of the modern light bulb. Moreover, in recent years, researchers have learned that the pyramids may have harnessed the power of electromagnetic energy, which makes this discovery even more interesting. The shape of the pyramids, it is claimed, could harness certain powers of nature and allow the ancient Egyptians to access certain powers. In fact, this theory became so widespread that some Russian researchers began to recreate pyramid models, and in their research, they discovered that the shapes of the pyramids could indeed reflect electromagnetic waves. So potentially, the Egyptians could have used this energy. Whether this energy could have been used to power old light bulbs is a completely different story. But even the thought of it is interesting. What do you think about these discoveries? You can share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. I look forward to discussing this topic with you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.